Hello, welcome to the Honest Wargamer. I'm your host, Rob. This is another local meta event review. I know the last video, not a lot of people cared, but I care, and it's important. I have another Age of Sigmar event this weekend here at the tSN Arena, which is very cool. I might be a spare player, which I'm very much excited about. If I am the spare player, I haven't looked at the list yet, I'm going to be running 4 Bloodthirsters. That's my list. I'm going to be running 4 Bloodthirsters, mainly because Greg, who I talked about last week, is also playing this weekend, so he'll be playing 4 Bloodthirsters as well. And my plan is to become the best Bloodthirster player, at least in the Midlands. That's my goal. Midlands in the UK. Anyway, an event at the tSN Arena this weekend. That's exciting. Got a few more events before the year is up. We've got a bunch of one-dayers between Christmas and New Year, and we've got a big event. We've got 2 big events. We've got one in Christmas in December, and we've got one at the end of November. So, yeah, like at the end of this month, called the Big Winner Boy GT, which is super exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. So AOS, more like AO, yes. Shout out to Nogel Matthew for that joke. I loved it. All right. Okay, so this event that we got this weekend is called the Bottle Snatchers Bonanza. The winner will be winning one large bottle of something, which is exciting. I still think I'm waiting on a couple of lists, but I don't mind talking about what we've got. I think we've got 10 players playing this weekend, which is fine. Considering we had 16 players last weekend, that puts us at like 26 people in a couple of weeks. I feel like that's a good amount of people, and I'm happy with that. So AO yes. And let's talk through who we've got and what we've got. Then we've got some superstars, some actual superstars playing at this event. So first up, we've got Daryl. Daryl is going to be playing with his Nighthaunt list, so he's bringing not the fun this weekend. He is running Deathstalkers, and he's running General's Regiment, Reikenor the Grimhaler, and then 3 reinforced unit of Bladegeist Revenants, a unit of Hexwraiths, Alrak the Drowner, a Dreadblade Harrow, Dreadscythe Harridans, and Lord Executioner. But I think since the nerf, I think he's going to struggle. Daryl, I think he's going to struggle. I think, even though this is an incredibly top-tier list, we'll see. Could I beat this with 4 Bloodthirsters? No. But thankfully I'm the TO. I don't have to pair myself into him. That's a joke. That's a joke, everybody. Okay? That's fine. He's never won a game. That's true. If you look, his win rate is 0%, so I think we can take him out. That's not a problem. Next up, Dave Carter. Now, Dave is a beautiful human being. He is from down south in England, but was also an incredible hobbyist, and his Sinesh army is beautiful. I'm very much excited to see Dave as well. Dave's also an incredibly fun time. He's just a good human being to be around. In fact, we're going to have dinner on Saturday night, whether he wants to or not. I'm really looking forward to it. He's running Hedonites to Sinesh, and he's running the sub-faction Depraved Carnival. Sorry. His Manifestation Lord is a Kronspine. He's got Sigvald. A lot of people don't think Sigvald's competitive at the moment. I don't agree. And then a Keeper of Secrets, but hasn't taken Strongest alone, and instead has got the Therendini voice box. Very interesting. Then he's got Sinessa. Now, recently, Pershaw, man of the people, one of my friends, came to a tSN Arena event, and he ran both Sinessa and Dexessa together. He did say that it was a terrible, terrible mistake. So deciding to only take Sinessa and not Dexessa is an even more interesting choice. But to kind of follow up for this kind of weird Sinesh list, we've also got the Regiment of Renown Fulgoth's Shudderhood, right? Which has got the Harbinger of Decay, the Puskil Blight Lords, and the Putrid Blight Kings. So very interesting build. Very interesting build. Feels like everything he's chosen is like a very intentional choice, but I can't really see it working in my head, but I'm excited to try it out, okay? Well done to Dave. Love Dave. Dean Limouth, brilliant human being. He's from over the road. He's over in Derby. Dean, he plays loads of Warhammer, plays with his gaming club, the Derby Wargamers? No, that's not what they're called, but whatever they are. Really good guy. I think he recently played at a Warhammer World event and did really well. Like maybe came like 2nd or 3rd. Yeah, Bash, right? But he is running Slaves of Darkness in the God's Wrath Warband. He is a 1-drop with Archeon, a reinforced unit of Chaos Chosen, and 2 units of Chaos Knights, a unit of Raptorix. Absolutely bomb diggity list. What an amazing boom. Archeon, the big man, 10 chosen, 2 units of Knights for scoring points. That's so far, this event is crazy. That's a great list. Archeon is a scary pick. Dean's also played Archeon quite a lot of times pre-4th edition, so I'm not surprised to see him bring him back. Dom Stonebridge of Team England, right, with his 77% win rate, also one of the sweetest human beings alive, coming to flex his muscles, and he is bringing Stormcast Eternals. Now, Dom has been on this kind of rampage, thinking it's all about those Stormcast heroes. Stormcast plays. He's been really thinking it around, like this problem. So what we've got now is someone taking an off-meta build, but being an international level player. However, he is a noted Gits betrayer because Dom came up famously. It's kind of like if you performed for your local like sports club or whatever, and then you got offered a big ticket to the big leagues, and then Dom took the big ticket. He's like, yeah, I'll go to Stormcast. I'm leaving Gits behind. Although he did leave behind 18 Rock Guts, so I feel like that's okay. Anyway, his Stormcast Eternals list is the Lightning Echelon, and he has got the Twilight Sorceries. He's got Karazai the Scarred, so hasn't gone for the Krondys build. A unit of Praetors, 5 up ward save. Vanguard Raptors with long strike crossbows, but only 1 unit of 3. Not a reinforced unit. Then he's got a Celestin Prime, a unit of Prosecutors, a unit of Vigilers, and then he's got my favorite pick, the Lord Celestin on Stardrake, Quicksilver Draft, Envoy of the Heavens, and then the Knight Arcanum. Now, let me tell you how exciting this is, because the Lord Celestin on Stardrake has got the most fun build where he, in combat, rolls 3 dice, and then if he rolls equal to or above the wounds characteristic of a model in the unit, he can just, like, eat them, and amazing ability. I absolutely love that. It's so good. It's a rampage. It's every combat phase. He's got a Quicksilver Draft, so that rampage also happens before you do any combat damage, and he's got strike first. So he could potentially eat like 3 Varangard. He could go into Dean's army, just eat 3 Chosen, fight first, and then start fighting them. It's very cool. Very cool. Might struggle to eat ghosts. Just throwing that out there. So that's Dom. That's a very interesting build. Then we've got Greg. Greg will be running all of his Bloodthirsters. He's running Blades of Khorne. Let's look at his list, shall we? It says, hi, Rob. I bet you thought I was talking about Bloodthirsters again. I thought I was taking Bloodthirsters again. Well, surprise. He's running a Murder Host. He's got the Herald of Khorne on Blood Throne. Not 4 Bloodthirsters. This is actually shocking. The local meta, this is a huge moment in local gaming terms. This is huge. This is absolutely huge. He's absolutely done you. Yeah, he's made me look like an idiot on the internet, right? This is wild stuff. Okay. So what's Greg taking if he's not taking 4 Bloodthirsters? I didn't know he owned anything other than 4 Bloodthirsters. He's going to have to do a lot of thinking. He's got Herald of Khorne on Blood Throne, 2 units of Blood Crushers, 2 reinforced units of Bloodletters, a Bloodmaster, some Blood Crushers, and some Fleshhounds. This is honestly wild. This is blowing my tiny mind. This is insane. That's a lot of demons he's got on the board, right? Oh my God. Khorne not doing very well at the moment, but the note literally in the list to tell me to fuck myself. Very strong. Well done, Greg. I can't believe Greg's not running Bloodthirsters. This is huge. Does this mean you're automatically the best 4 Bloodthirster player? I think it does. I actually think it might mean I'm the best. Joe Catterson, Lumineth Realm Lords, don't boo him. No boos. I don't want anyone to boo. Okay, he's running the Hurricane Temple. Don't boo. Okay. And then he's running the Morbid Conjuration Manifestation Law. No booing. Everyone don't boo. All right. He's got Techless. Fine. He's got 20 Sentinels. That's okay. He's got 5 Dawn Riders. And then he's got Severith, a Wind Spirit, and 20 Wardens in the list. Right? Okay, so I think that's going to be like, that's one of the maybe the stronger lists out here. We'll see. We will see. But that's Joe Catterson. Shout out to Joe. Joe, I just want you to see that the Twitch chat are indeed booing. There are boos. But I think you should feel comfortable coming to play with that list. That's great. My friend, Josh Jenkins, what a superstar. Running Carriage and Overlords. He's back from his Warhammer retirement. Recently he retired. Then he got dragged back in. I don't know what dragged him back in. So he is running his Carriage and Overlords. He's running the Aether Runners Battle Regiment. He's got Brock, a Archanaut frigate, a reinforced unit of engine riggers, a reinforced unit of Sky Wardens, and then an Aether Chemist, and then a reinforced unit of Archanaut Company, a gun hauler, and a small unit of Thunderers, and the Saviors of Cinderfall. Whoa. The Saviors of Cinderfall are in it. Okay, this is pretty huge news. He's named his units too. Yeah, he is, as we know, a narrative player. Josh is a great human being. Naming his units, narrative player, as we well know, and has played in some like pretty high-end teams around the UK. So Josh could surprise us with Kharadron Overlords. Then you got Oscar Cerner with his Skaven. Oscar has got a move that I now talk about a lot when I do competitive tournament coverage called the Peruvian Maneuver. And that's when he gives you the first turn and then he just tries to double you. And he doesn't think anything beyond that. He's like, give you the first turn, go for the double. The Peruvian Maneuver. And it's a solid move, right? Everyone else is trying to think like, oh, I don't want to give up a battle tactic, or what am I going to do, etc., etc. And he just full sends. So he's running Skaven with a flesh meld menagerie, right? He has got the Vizic, which is really good. Vizic is really solid. Plague Pack. He's got a Warlock Galvanier. He's got a reinforced unit of Warp Vault Scourgers, a Grey Seer, a reinforced unit of Clan Rats, and a reinforced unit of Rat Ogres. So he can have the Fight Twice and the Mortals from Vizic and the Plague Pack on both the Clan Rats and the Rat Ogres, or not on both, but on one. And then he's got all that shooting from the Scourgers. Whew. That's going to be pretty impressive, in my opinion. So shout out to Oscar. Rebecca is running the Neves and Leaves, I'm almost certain. Oh, no, she's not running Neves and Leaves. She's running Alarielle and the Boys. This is a new list archetype coming to the meta soon. So this is the Morbid Conjuration with the Lords of the Clan battle formation for Sylvaneth. But then Alarielle in the General's Regiment, Spirit of Durthu, Spirit of Durthu, Spirit of Durthu, Spirit of Durthu. Four Spirits of Durthu and Alarielle. That's right. Alarielle and the Boys day out. Max Durthu, max sword. What are you going to do? It's like fighting Gargants, right? It's a true Lowlander build. Yes, it is not a Highlander build, but it is a Lowlander build, which is cool. Okay, a lot of people saying that the Durthus will smash the Bloodthirsters, so I need to be really careful of that. But don't forget, Alarielle brings Durthus back from the dead. So technically, while you're reading 4 Durthus, it's actually 8 Durthus. I honestly am losing the meaning of the word Durthu. I've said it so many times. But 8 Durthus is technically how many Durthus are in that list. 2 Alarielles. It's 2 Alarielles and 2 Durthus. So 4 Durthus. You know what I mean. That's pretty insane. And then lastly is our Cities of Sigmar list played by the fantastic Spider Boss himself, Mr. Toby Resnick. Okay, Toby's running Ironworld Guild Army. His battle formation is the Ironworld Guild Army. Yes, perfect. He's named all of his units. He's got a steam tank commander called Leonardo da Vinci. He's got another steam tank. Then he has Pontifex Zenestra. He's got the Free Guild Command Corps, 2 units of Steel Helms. And then he's got a Fusilier Major on Warhawk and 2 more steam tanks. So we could get a situation where 4 Durthus and Alarielle battle against 4 steam tanks. Is a real situation this weekend. That could happen, right? This is insane. This is an insane weekend. Add to this 4 Bloodthirsters, and just truly an amazing weekend. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun weekend. I'm going to try and record some of the games. I might try and stream some of the games, so do check that out on the Twitch if you want to come and check that out. I'm looking forward to this weekend again because there seems to be just some legends coming and some super cool lists. And that's the secret sauce. Obviously, when I do the stat show, I think the reason I've been making these videos, and I tried to say this earlier, the reason I've been making these videos is because when I do the stat show, I do talk about this kind of like top end and what happens. But I think looking at what like a local, you know, like, I mean, people travel from all over to come to my events, but looking at what one of those events looks like gives you some indication that like people just take stuff. People try and run around and have fun. Like people engage with the hobby and they try super hard and it's super cool. So Like, you know, you should go to events, even if your list is rubbish or you're not sure what you want to play or you want to just stick it to me or you want to run 4 Durthus, right? Have a good time. That's what you should do. Excited to see everyone this weekend. Let's go.